Don't throw away your corn cobs after eating. They might just make you rich. In Korea, when a plump, juicy corn is stripped of its golden kernels, it transforms into a corn cob. It becomes fuel for rural stoves and cane beds, or at worst, it lands in the trash in China. But when Koreans see this, oh, the heartbreak!
Hajima, such a waste of treasure.
In Korea, corn cobs are considered a super healthy ingredient. They grind them into powder or thin slices to make tea, or add them to soups and dishes as a seasoning. Corn cob powder for soup, stronger than Superman.
Corn cob powder for stir fry, nutritious and oh, so nice.
Corn cob tea, healthier than ginseng. And so, the corn cob, often discarded in China, finds a new life in Korea, where its value skyrockets to 400 Korean won per cob, about 29 cents. While corn cobs do have some medicinal properties, they aren't exactly miraculous. The Korean love for them is more about tradition than science. In the past, Korea faced severe food shortages, and people ate whatever they could to survive. Wild greens, eat them. Tree roots, eat them. MFoodie, I'm so cultured. In France, there's a forbidden delicacy so controversial, it's been banned, but still secretly devoured. Roasted ortolan. You're in a fancy French restaurant, and suddenly you see someone covering their head with a white cloth. Don't panic, they're eating roasted ortolan, a dish with a dark story. Ortolan is this tiny bird, smaller than your hand, native to France. But it's not just the taste that's shocking, it's the preparation process. Brace yourselves, because it's brutal. Once caught, the ortolan gets locked in a pitch black room. Turns out, these birds are stressed eaters. In the dark, their appetite goes crazy, and they eat nonstop. If dark room isn't available, some cooks have even gone as far as blinding them. After just a month of this forced feast, the ortolan is ready, and here's where it gets even darker. The live bird is dunked in high-quality brandy, feathers plucked, then roasted to golden perfection. The final touch? The bird must be eaten immediately, and that's where the napkin comes in. Diners cover their heads to hide from the gods, ashamed of the indulgence, as they savor the bird in one bite, skin, bones, and all. This so-called delicacy has come at a cost. Overhunting for ortolans has driven their numbers to near extinction in France, leading to their protection under law. Yet, it hasn't stopped the black market, where a single roasted ortolan can cost you hundreds of euros.
Never thought my life would skyrocket in value like this. Should I laugh or cry?
MFoodie, I'm so cultured. The world's 3 greatest delicacies, foie gras, caviar, and black truffle. Yet in China, black truffles have been fed to livestock? Black truffles, also known as tuber fungi, grow underground and are incredibly picky about their environment. They're prone to dying and impossible to farm, making them extremely rare and valuable. The French are particularly obsessed with black truffles. In France, even regular black truffles cost over 20,000 pounds per kilogram. While premium, large truffles can fetch upwards of 100,000 pounds per piece. Only the ultra-wealthy and elite can afford this luxury. Yes, I am Rich Wong. No kidding, rich indeed. High-end restaurants handle black truffles with extreme care, delicately shaving paper-thin slices into dishes, all while discreetly adding extra zeros to the menu prices. But this whole truffle obsession left foodies in Yunnan, China, completely stunned. They looked at the truffles they were preparing to feed the livestock and thought, "Wait, you're talking about this?" Regions like Yunnan and Sichuan in China are rich in truffles, locally known as tuber indicum. Studies show that these truffles are practically the twin brothers of French black truffles. They share a 96% similarity in appearance, aroma, and taste. MFoodie, I'm so cultured. Have you ever thought about the relationship between mosquitoes and chocolate? Those annoying mosquitoes that plague us every summer have actually been around for billions of years, and they've had a pretty big impact on the world. Mosquitoes sit at the bottom of the food chain, and if they disappeared, a whole bunch of creatures that rely on them for food, like birds, reptiles, amphibians, and other insects, would starve and die. And of course, the animals that eat those birds, reptiles, amphibians, and insects would also go hungry. But the bigger impact would be on humans. Scientists have found that certain species of mosquitoes are essential pollinators for the cacao tree. Without these mosquitoes spreading pollen, the cacao tree wouldn't bear fruit. No cacao fruit means no raw materials for chocolate. No chocolate? I wouldn't even know what to give my girlfriend. No girlfriend means I'll become MFoodie.
Is it really that scary?
It
That's terrifying.
And on top of that, mosquito extinction would mess with a lot of industries. Think about all the products like mosquito repellent devices, electric mosquito zappers, mosquito coils, and mosquito nets. They'd all be out of business. So, for the sake of chocolate, for your girlfriend and the whole world, just put up with the mosquitoes. I can't take it anymore. I got bites all over. I'm going to kill all mosquitoes.
Hey, easy, Tiger.
Is Surströmming really that stinky? Compared to it, this is even worse. This is a Carl. A Carl is made by fermenting, drying, and pickling fresh Greenland shark. Around the early 9th century, the Vikings arrived in Iceland. At the time, Iceland was mostly just ice and land, with very little food available. In order to survive, the Vikings turned their attention to the giant Greenland sharks, which were abundant in the sea.
Wow, this guy's got a lot of meat, but it sure smells like urine. We Vikings have a saying. Sometimes you need something wild to eat. Just block your nose and everything tastes great.
The reason shark meat has a funky smell is because sharks urinate through their skin. Ah, I can't hold it anymore. Ah, feels good. At first, the Vikings just ate the sharks fresh, but over time, Icelanders realized something was wrong. Some people suddenly went blind, and others even died, which caused a lot of panic.
This is terrifying. Quick, have a bite of Greenland shark to calm down.
Later, they discovered that the muscles and body fluids of Greenland sharks contain a toxic substance called trimethylamine oxide, which can affect the human nervous system. But during the natural fermentation process, these toxins break down. So the wise Icelanders figured out how to ferment and pickle the Greenland sharks. After fermentation, the shark meat smells like it hasn't been flushed for 30 years. Just a pungent, old urine-like stench. They cut the shark meat into small pieces and pair it with Iceland's special high-concentration beer.
Wow, that's a real punch of sourness. Truly authentic.
MFoodie, I'm so cultured. Believe it or not, cactus is actually Mexico's national delicacy. In Mexico, eating cactus is as common as eating potato elsewhere. Once the spines and skin are removed, cactus can be stir-fried with eggs, shredded meat, grilled over coals, or even made into soup. Deliciously aromatic. Cactus is called green gold in Mexico. For many low-income families, planting a patch of cactus outside their home is enough to keep hunger at bay. In fact, a family's wealth and status can be gauged by the size of their cactus garden. The more cactus, the richer the family. But why do Mexicans love cactus so much? There's a legend behind it. Long ago, the ancestors of the Mexican people led a nomadic life, struggling for survival. One day, the benevolent sun god, Huitzilopochtli, appeared to guide them. Keep walking until you find a place with a lake and a cactus. That's where you can settle. Oh, thank you, sun god. But the cactus must have an eagle on it, eating a snake.
Wait, what?
Where on earth do I find a cactus with an eagle eating a snake? No way! It's real! They found the place, built the city of Tenochtitlan, now Mexico City, and the rest is history. Today, Mexico's national emblem features this very scene, an eagle clutching a snake while perched on a cactus. When it comes to quirky delicacies, Mexico takes the crown with cactus. MFoodie, I'm so cultured! Ever wondered why hamburger patties are so flat? Maybe because they are sat on. Legend has it that the origins of the hamburger date back to the nomadic Tatars of Asia. As they migrated westward into Europe, they faced a major problem. No firewood and barely any food. So they came up with a wild solution. Step 1, cut some raw beef and wrap it in a sheepskin pouch. Step 2, tuck the pouch under the saddle and then ride like the wind. As the horses galloped, the constant bouncing would press and tenderize the meat, smashing it flatter and flatter. The warmth generated by the friction of the saddle added a touch of low-temperature cooking. By the end of the journey, riders would unwrap their saddle-aged steak tartare, sprinkle on some spices, and dig in.
Raw, chewy, and artisanal. Call me Chef God.
When the Tatars passed through modern-day Russia, the locals tried it and said,
"This is amazing."
Then, as they traveled further into Germany, the Germans exclaimed,
Mein Gott, this is delicious.
Eventually, the residents of Hamburg adopted the dish, adding their own twist by grilling or frying the meat. They named it after their hometown, Hamburg. Fast forward to 1850, when German immigrants brought the Hamburg steak to America. A few decades later, a brilliant American foodie had an idea. Why not stack this meat patty between 2 slices of bread and call it a sandwich? And voila! The modern hamburger was born. MFoodie, I'm so cultured. Can you imagine some foods can actually change your sense of taste? Take the mysterious miracle fruit from Africa, nature's own magician. Pop one in your mouth, and for the next 30 minutes, your ability to taste sourness is gone. No matter how sour something is, it'll taste sweet as honey.
Wait a minute, so I won't feel the sourness anymore? You mean I can stop being heartbroken? Darling, you chose someone with way less personality than me. I'm so devastated. However, now it doesn't even hurt. Watching you two holding hands feels oddly sweet.
This miracle fruit doesn't taste sweet itself, but it contains a mysterious protein that messes with your taste buds. In Shaoshan, China, there's a magical fruit called Indian gooseberry. Take one bite and you'll think, oh no, what is this awful, bitter, astringent thing? But bite it again and suddenly, what is this heavenly sweetness? Actually, Indian gooseberries are packed with tannins, a type of polyphenol. That first astringent punch, that's the tannins doing their thing. But after a moment, the astringency fades, and it's replaced by a surprising sweetness. From then on, every bite gets sweeter, and even plain water tastes sugary.
Yes, give me an Indian gooseberry. I need it to sweeten my love life.
But hey, life isn't all about sweetness. Let me introduce you to the Janima plant from India. Janima leaves contain janemic acid, which can completely block your ability to taste sweet. Just chew a leaf, and even if you eat a spoonful of sugar, it'll feel like you're chewing sand.
No! I chewed some Janima, and the sweet Valentine's chocolate she sent tastes bad. Life is cruel.
MFoodie, I'm so cultured. The famous molecular gastronomy. What is it really? Actually, molecular gastronomy is all about deconstructing and reconstructing the molecular structure of food in a super cool way. For example, the much coveted Ryugan strawberry dessert, which many people are willing to pay a lot to try, is a strawberry that's been broken down and reassembled with super fine techniques to create, well, a strawberry. But it has even more impressive tricks with this cuisine. You think this is an egg yolk? Actually, it's a mango that's so delicate it could be popped with a light tap. You think this is caviar? Actually, it's lychee, a fruit even Empress Yang Guifei wouldn't recognize. You think this is a hair dryer? Actually, it's a razor. You think this is a shoe? Actually, it's a razor too. Stop! Oh, you think this is a cotton ball? Actually, it's sugar. Hey, doesn't that just look like cotton candy? Right? You think this is a pancake? Actually, it's an egg. Isn't that just an egg pancake? You think this is flour? Actually, it's rice. You think this is crab legs? Actually, it's potato. You think this is a fish ball? Actually, it's still potato. I can't go on. If I keep talking, I believe more dishes will be much more expensive than now. MFoodie, I'm so cultured. Actually, the plastic wrap that we use every day was originally designed for fighter jets. Wait, fighter jets and plastic wrap? In 1933, a college student named Ralph Wiley started working at a chemical company. One day, while cleaning lab equipment, he discovered a stubborn, sticky substance clinging to a beaker full of dry cleaning fluid.
Whoa, what is this stuff? Smells like money to me.
Boss! The boss was very intrigued by this strange new material. The company refined this mysterious material and created a smooth, deep green film, the very first version of plastic wrap. But then,
why does it stink so bad? And why is it green? What's this even good for?
the company quickly modified it, removing the smell and color. But still, no one wanted to buy it. That's when the military stepped in.
If we wrap our beloved fighter jets with this, they'll be corrosion-proof for life.
So, the original plastic wrap was basically the fighter jet version of a smartphone screen protector. Fast forward to the 1940s. John Riley, an employee at the same company, his wife and daughter went on a picnic and decided to use some of that useless plastic film to wrap their food.
Oh, Mrs. Riley, your sandwiches look so fresh and tasty wrapped in that shiny film.
To everyone's surprise, the wrapped food was a hit.
Honey, I think I smell a promotion. Boss!
And that's how kitchen plastic wrap was born. MFoodie, I'm so cultured.